What's up, guys? This is TheKephas.
If there's one thing I've come to realize when it comes to faith, it's this: certainty is a myth. And I don't mean that in a cynical or edgy way, I mean it in the most honest, human way I know how. Because the more certain someone is about everything, the less I've learned to trust them. Not all certainty is a red flag, but when it can't be questioned, it usually is. Certainty often reveals ignorance, not knowledge. And yet, we live in a time when everyone seems so sure about God, about the Bible, about what the truth is. Christianity alone has over 20,000 denominations. Truth is treated like multiple choice. You can customize your theology to match your personality. Pick a church like you're browsing a streaming service and still convince yourself that you've landed on the one true version of the gospel. And most of us do this, honestly, even when we mean well. But here's the kicker: we don't really have another option. Even the most sincere, humble truth seeker is still making their best guess. We're all interpreting interpretations of interpretations, finite creatures trying to wrap our souls around something infinite. And there's no getting around that. We don't get divine cliff notes or a perfect lens. We get glimpses, we get stories, we get experience, and we try to make sense of it all. This doesn't mean that we're doomed or lost or faithless. It means we have to sharpen our minds and hold our hearts open. It means we have to stay humble, even when the pressure is to act like we've got everything figured out. Because true humility is realizing that certainty is a myth, and real wisdom is learning to be suspicious of anyone who doesn't know that. And this all flies in the face of what I used to believe and what I was taught. Even while writing this, I had to ask, didn't Jesus ask Peter, "Why did you doubt?" when Peter stepped out of the boat and started sinking? Didn't Paul say that faith is the evidence of things not seen? But then I took a closer look. See, when Peter stepped out of the boat and started sinking, Jesus didn't scold him for not having perfect theology. He said, "Why did you doubt?" That question was relational, not philosophical. He was asking, "Why did you doubt me?" Peter had already shown faith by stepping into the waves. He just faltered when fear overwhelmed trust. And even then, Jesus didn't let him drown. He reached out and caught him. And Paul's words in Hebrews are often misunderstood. Faith isn't proof. It's not certainty dressed up in spiritual language. It's substance. It's evidence in the sense that it acts even when it can't see. It hopes. It moves. It chooses trust even when there's no map. That's not delusion. That's courage. We've been told that faith means being sure, that it means having answers, but that's not what faith really is. Faith is choosing to trust while staring uncertainty in the face. And maybe that sounds bleak, but it's not. It's real and it's freeing. Because when you let go of the pressure to be certain, you're finally free to be honest, to explore, to doubt, to ask hard questions without thinking you failed God somehow. You're free to believe with both feet on the ground and your eyes wide open. And in a world where truth feels increasingly fragmented, where the news contradicts itself, scientists are distrusted, doctors are doubted, and even faith feels like a product you can pick up off a shelf, honesty might just be the most sacred thing we've got left. We're not doomed, but we are called to be awake, to think, to question, to seek, to admit when we don't know. Because faith doesn't require certainty. It just requires enough trust to take the next step in the fog. And that is real faith.
Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, let me know by clicking that like button. And feel free to share it with your friends so they can enjoy it as well. And if you'd like to see more videos, you can subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon to be notified as soon as new videos are posted. You can also follow me on Facebook, and if you'd like, you can support my work on Patreon. Links to all that stuff can be found in the description below. This is TheKephas. Until next time.